Hey everyone, today we are here to check out the Signal Decay from Deformed devices.
Introducing Signal Decay.
Amplified Sonic Erosion, a vintage voice reborn for the modern guitarist. A vintage broadcast receiver reimagined for guitar amplification. The Signal Decay is a reclaimed Panasonic radio that has been converted to take a guitar input and also give you the option of plugging it out into your pedal board. So today we are recording using this 60s Japanese no-name guitar. We are also using this Sony F99T stereo microphone. So let's get into it. So the controls on the Signal Decay are pretty straightforward. The guitar input on the side, and then just a master volume right here in the middle. All the other controls work on incorporating the radio into the signal. And what that entails, I will get into after we go through some basic sounds with the Signal Decay. So this right now is just clean guitar, full volume into the Signal Decay at a volume level of 3. That's my bright sound. Let's go dark. Okay, it's louder. All right. So if we want to get into some of the distortion available in this amp, we're going to crank our volume on here to a 5. Let's go back to the bright setting, see what we get. Still nice and clean. Let's go to the dark setting. Getting a little bit of distortion there. Around volume level 8. Is about as loud as this guy gets. Might be clipping the recording there a little bit, but yeah, that is distortion coming from the guitar input and the speaker. When you go past that, your signal actually gets a little darker. So here's my bright setting. Whereas here, here's the volume level maxed, my darker, louder signal. So other tonal possibilities from this are all going to come from your input control. Let's go back to volume level 3, where I'm most comfortable playing. And let's add some overdrive from the Fuzz Imp Amity. This is a 2-channel dual overdrive. First channel on the left, this is called the glass channel. I have the volume, let's see if it's near unity. So that's on our dark setting. Bright. The settings I have set up on the Amity right now sort of mask some of the differences between the bright and dark setting on the guitar. But we're going to stick with that dark setting for most of this. Let's add the second channel. So this is the glass channel on the left. We're going to add the crunch channel on the right, which I have the gain maxed out on. A little more volume. So, turn off that for a second. What happens if we push? So that's a little bit of overdrive from the Fuzz Imp pedal going into the signal decay. Let's see if we can turn this on without getting, sometimes it gets feedbacky. Oh, it's right on the edge. Ooh, I spoke too soon. We've got the volume right now in the signal decay maxed again. Both channels, so the Amity going. Bring our volume back down here. Turn off our overdrive. So let's see. Volume at 5. What happens if we use input control, volume control? You can do this by lowering the volume on your guitar, but I can't really show you that as well. So we're going to use the cute little volume pedal from Mass Effect. Bring that down halfway. I think that sounds pretty good. So yeah, seems like a pretty straightforward, clean little amp that takes overdrive pretty well. I've messed around with fuzz. It takes fuzz pretty well too. That'll be shown in another video. Well, what makes this thing so special? Well, there's a few things. First of all, Deformed devices, instead of creating something brand new, repurposes things that have been neglected. These old radios have definitely fallen out of fashion in the age of Bluetooth. And it's great to see them given new life. But other than that, what makes this so special? is that when I first came across Deformed devices on social media, I saw that he was making guitar amps out of old radios. And the old radio was functional too. And I said, hey, it'd be really cool if I could use the radio to add a natural lo-fi element to my playing. And he said, yeah, we can do that. So let's talk about our radio controls. We have your tuner knob up top here. We have the band and tone. Band, AM, turns off the radio. FM turns on the FM receiver. Tone, you have high and low. That just controls the radio signal. High adds a lot more high end. Low cuts the high end. It doesn't add extra lows. It just cuts the highs. And then on the side over here, move my coffee so I don't spill it on the amp. On the side, there's another knob. This both controls the volume of the radio and fine tunes the radio station. I'm going to turn the radio on. I'll try not to play any copyrighted music. I'm not interested in playing along to a song. Let me show you what I'm interested in.
A certain roar of judgment and fiery indignation which shall be.
Alright, let's turn off that reverb. So it seems pretty straightforward. Let me just show you how the tone control works there.
Such serious. And so I warned again that if you know the tone, you don't receive it.
So there you have it. That is the signal decay in a nutshell. I will be exploring more tonal possibilities with this amp, involving effects pedals before the amp, and then exploring the output and running effects after it. Using this as a big old effects pedal. So yeah, thanks for taking the time to watch. Let me know what you want to see it paired up with. Thank you to Deformed Devices for making this box for me. It is everything I expected, everything I wanted, and then some.